Hello everyone! Bom dia! I am Miss Claudia and here I am for our last music class of this semester. Look, I'm going to tell a word and as soon as I say the word, you are going to make the sound that you associate with that word. Here you go. Gate, mountain, tree, wind, stars, birds, monkeys, car, and rain. Good job. So today I want to start with you by telling you a story that it's actually a legend called the African drum legend. It's supposed to be a story that gave us the first drum in the world. So this story has also some times that as soon as I say some words in the story, you are going to have to make a gesture, and then after the gestures, I'm going to tell the story for the second time, and you're going to make the sounds. Are you ready? So let's go to our storytelling. A long time ago, in a very far place called Africa, there was this beautiful monkey called Miko. Miko had many friends, and they all had one characteristic in common, which is they all had a white nose. So every time I say white nose monkey, you all gonna have to touch your nose. Don't forget, every time, okay? Touch your nose. So the white-nosed monkeys lived far away, like I said, and they all loved to play outside, climb trees, and every time I say the word tree, you are going to pretend you are climbing a tree. And the white-nosed monkeys, who loved to climb the trees, also loved to play outside at night because they all loved to stare at the moon. Every time I say moon, everybody, moon. Make a round shape with your arms like this. So the white-nosed monkey who climbed trees and loved the moon, they all played outside day and night. And Miko was the smallest white-nosed monkey. And he had one wish that he has always talked about to his friends. Every time I say friend, you are going to tap your leg. Friends. So all Miko's friends knew that the white-nosed Miko wanted to one day go visit the moon because Miko and his friends were all in love with the moon. One time they were all up on a tree and all the white-nosed monkeys talked about that desire of Miko to go get closer to the moon. They couldn't find any idea on how he would be able to reach, so Miko had tried already going up the mountains. Miko had already going up all the trees around the forest where they lived, and none of the trees and none of his friends knew how to help. But then all the white-nosed monkeys had a great idea. They were going to climb on each other's shoulders until Miko, the smallest white-nosed monkey, would be the last one, which means he would climb all his friends and be taller and higher than all the trees, and this way he would get closer to the moon. And so the smallest and the youngest white-nosed monkey, Miko, did that. He climbed all the shoulders of all his friends, and guess what? He reached the moon. Once up there, he was so happy, and the moon also loved to see a white-nosed little monkey because she had never seen one so close. So the white-nosed little monkey, Miko, found in the moon a beautiful drum. He didn't know what that was, but the moon told him that it was a special treasure that she carries with her everywhere she goes. Little white-nosed monkey asked and asked and asked about the drum, and the drum became his best toy and the best friend because little monkey, the white-nosed monkey, was there for a long time with the moon, so he could play the drum a lot. After months have passed, he was tired of being there because he was getting bored. He didn't know what else to do other than playing his drum and talk to the moon. So the moon told him that since he was missing all of that, he could actually take the drum with him and go back to his place. So the little white-nosed monkey Miko decided to do that, but the moon told him that he could not play the drum until he reaches the floor, because that would be the sign for her to cut the cord once he touches the floor, right? So there he goes. Little white-nosed monkey Miko goes, wrap himself in the rope, sits on the drum, and slowly start to be bringing down by the moon who is up there. So he goes down, and it's far. The moon is really far. So the little white-nosed monkey Miko sat there for a long time, and he was eager to play that drum. Guess what? Once he couldn't see the moon anymore, he was like, I think I'm gonna play the drum really quiet because I miss the sound of the drum. So he did. Doom, doom, doom. Very quiet. But guess what? The moon heard and cut the rope, and the little white-nosed monkey Miko fell on the ground with his drum. Once he touches the ground, all his friends approached and saved him. He was okay, he was just scared. And everybody was like, "What is that you have in your hands? What is that?" And the little white-nosed monkey told all his friends that there was a drum, and the drum plays music and brings this beautiful and nice feeling to us, connects everybody because everybody played together, follows the beat, sings songs to the beat, and that became the first drum in the world to be played, and that was in Africa. So this is the story of the white-nosed monkey and the legend of the African drum. All right, everyone. So now we're going to go to our second turn telling you the story, but you are going to create sounds. So with that, I'm going to ask you to create a sound for a couple of elements in this story. So you're going to create a sound for the little white-nosed monkey, however you want. You're going to also create a noise or a sound for the moon, all his friends, also the trees, and now we're going to add another one, which is the drum, the tambor. So I'm going to give you a couple time, like couple minutes, and you're going to draw those and also create sounds to those elements of the story. All right? So go ahead. So let's go together. One time, in a beautiful place far away from here, a group of monkeys who had these special characteristics that they all had white nose found a way to help Miko, the smallest, the youngest monkey, to reach the moon. They were really good friends, and every day they loved to climb trees, watch the sun, and be in love with the moon. Miko, the youngest white-nosed monkey, didn't know how to reach the moon, so he had already tried to climb all the mountains around where he lived, and also climb all the trees to see if he could get at least a little closer to the moon, but there was no luck. His friends tried to help him in many ways, but nobody could find a best way for him to reach the moon as he wished. One night, as they were all staring at the moon up on the tree, Miko and his friends had a great idea. They all decided that they were going to climb in each other's shoulder, so Miko, the last one to climb, would be close to the moon and probably reach the moon. And that worked out. So that was Miko climbing all the way to the moon, and once he gets there, the moon gets really happy because she had never seen a white-nosed monkey like Miko. All the friends climbed down and kept their lives. Miko lived with the moon for a long time because the moon had a special treasure, which was a drum. The drum became the best company for Miko and the moon, so he played a lot. And one time he was missing his family, his friends, the trees, and everything else he did down on earth. So the moon let him go, but there was one condition. He was going to sit on the drum, hold on a rope, which was going to bring him down. The moon was going to take him down through the rope, and once he reached the floor, that was the only time that he could play the drum. Otherwise, as soon as he plays the drum, the moon has it as a sign that he reaches the floor. So he was going down, going down, going down, and to the point that he couldn't see the moon anymore. He drummed very quietly because he couldn't stay away from the drum anymore. But guess what? The moon heard and cut the rope. Miko fell down, and so did his drum. Once he gets down, everybody comes to help him, and they all figure out that he had this new thing with him, which was the drum, and nobody had seen a drum before. So what happened was they all got to see a drum, play a drum, and understand that a drum unites. It's really nice to have a drum around. Playing the drum, you can use it for many different things, especially to make a community to be together, sing and dance together. So this was the story of the African drum, and I hope you liked. I hope you have all your interpretation of the story, and now please share it with your friends. Thank you. How wonderful! I want to share with you now what I created for my story, and without telling you the story, look at the music that came out of my own sounds that I created for the monkey, for the friends, for the trees, for the moon, and for the drum. So check it out. See if you can figure out which sound goes to each element. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you remember all the other lessons we went through, which were really, really fun, and I've repeated them many times in the previous lessons, so I think you internalized all of them and can use in your life. Talk to your friends, sing to your friends, dance to your friends. This is really important.